Hello, and welcome back once more to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be telling you about some of the biggest problems I've had with customers while working. These are customer horror stories from working at Subway and now working at the pancake restaurant that I work at. So, most of them are from Subway. But yeah, pretty much customers can be the worst, and I'm here to tell you about some of those. Let's get on with it. Oh, also, thank you for Jiffy Pop. No, wait. Pop Secret for sponsoring this video. They definitely did not. But this is really good. And it's the perfect thing when you're complaining and going through traumatic experiences you've had with people. Okay, so my first experience is actually from the pancake restaurant. So, at our restaurant we have this buttermilk syrup that we homemade, and it is so outstanding. It tastes like liquid gold is what I tell people, because that's what I think it tastes like. But we also have like real maple syrup and some Miss Butterworth, so we can give to our customers if they ask for it, but we don't just like default give it to them. So, one Saturday, it was a super busy Saturday, we were pushing out pancakes over and over. We had like a half hour, 45-minute wait. So it was super crazy. Everyone was running around, and in the rush and craziness, we ran out of our real maple syrup. And so we sent someone to go get some, but like right after we'd run out and sent someone, a lady comes up and she's like, do you guys have any real maple syrup? And we're like, oh, we're so sorry, we actually just ran out and we sent someone to go get it, but here, try our buttermilk syrup, it's delicious. Yeah, but we just ran out. Sorry for the inconvenience. And this lady is just like, what kind of pancake restaurant runs out of real maple syrup? Like how could you even let that happen if you're a pancake restaurant? And she like rolled her eyes and was so like entitled towards us. It was all over maple syrup. Seriously, the things that some people get their knickers in a twist about are so ridiculous. Oh dear. Watch this. Oh my goodness. Aha! You know, I didn't think I would be able to do that. But anyway, my next story is from Subway. And so me and my coworker were working, and she was actually helping him like top and stuff, and then something slightly inconveniencing happened. Like, we ran out of like guacamole or something silly like that, or something like was slightly not up to par for this man, and he started like saying the rudest things about her. Like under his breath he was all like, what kind of people do they hire around here, and things like that. And they were just so rude, and I was so amazed that he would say it loud enough that someone could hear. Well, actually, that he would say it in the first place, because that's stupid. You're at a Subway inside of a Walmart. Yeah, that's right. This Subway was in a Walmart, which makes it twice as worse, because these are Walmart customers coming in that are hangry, and they want food, and then they're slightly inconvenienced. So yeah, this man was just a total jerk to my coworker, and it made her really upset, and it made me angry. Yeah. Okay, now this next story, it wasn't really like a rude customer, but it was traumatizing for me. So, this guy, he comes in, and he is ordering a sandwich, and when I'm topping sandwiches, and I look over, and while my coworker is putting like the meat and stuff on, this guy is ordering like twice as much meat and cheese as usual, like a lot of everything. Then it gets to me, and he's telling me to like pile on vegetables. Like, he's getting like everything, and he wants like 2 handfuls of every single vegetable we have. So I'm piling on all of these vegetables, like a huge amount, like, and especially all the spicy things, like lots of jalapenos and banana peppers, and everything is on this sandwich. And then he starts asking for sauces, and then he's getting all of our sauces, so I'm smearing those on, putting everything on there, especially the spicy ones. I remember he was wanting extra of like, I don't know, like our buffalo sauce or something. So we were putting I was putting so much of everything spicy and just everything on this sandwich. And I'm sitting here looking at the sandwich when it's done, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to be able to close this because it was literally bread, vegetables, like a mountain on top. And if I were to try to close that, it would spill all over me. Like 90% of it would get on the floor or on my legs. And I didn't want that, so I'm sitting here stressing out like, oh great, he's gonna have me try to close this and I'm gonna be upset and he's gonna be upset. Then we're all just gonna be upset at each other. But I didn't see this coming. He says, okay, now go get another piece of bread, cut it in half, and put it on top. What? Are you serious? I was like, okay, because like, you do what the customer says, so I went and got the other piece of bread and I put it on top, and I was like, is that good? And he was like, oh yeah, that's absolutely perfect. That's exactly what I want, thank you. Now just like wrap it up and you're done. And I was like, how am I gonna wrap this up now? I ended up having to use like 4 wrappers to like wrap up the huge, ginormous mega sandwich, and then I had to stuff it in like 2 different bags because it was so huge. And I really didn't know what to do. And then he said that he was going to eat the whole thing in one sitting. That's like 2 footlongs in one sitting? I don't know about you, but I can't do that. Oh, yeah. So he wasn't a rude customer, he traumatized me with his amount of food. Okay, and this last one is a real doozy. This lady made me so upset. There have not been very many times when I wanted to cry at work, but this is one of those times that I have. She was just awful. So, little background. It was a long day of work. It was at the very end of my shift. I was just getting ready to leave, but I was just helping out a little bit right at the end. And this lady comes in. She looks kind of upset, so I'm being extra kind. She's from Texas Roadhouse. She's wearing her shirt and like her apron still. But, yeah, she's looking angry and being kind. Everything's going fine. She has like spiky hair. She's getting 2 6-inches, and I am doing everything correctly. She's fine, I'm fine, we're fine. And then I get to the sauces, and she asks for a little bit of mustard. And at Subway, when people ask for a little bit, we do 1 stripe instead of like 3 or 4 like we usually do, and people are always like, oh, that's perfect, thank you, that's great. But this lady apparently wanted less than that, because I put like 1 stripe, and she's like, whoa, 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 that's way too much. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, here, let me scrape it off and get as much off as I can. And so I scraped like all of it off, got it out of there, and then she was like, that's still too much. And let me tell you, it was literally a strip of residue of mustard left on this bread. Like literally just the residue that like soaked into the bread. That was all that was left. And it was too much mustard for her. And I'm like, how much do you want? I don't know. But at this point, she still wasn't overly angry at me. She was irritated, obviously. Actually, I shouldn't say obviously, because give me a break, okay? So then she's like, okay, it's fine, whatever. Just put it in the bag. And then I get to the second one, and she's like, okay, now just a little bit. So I'm like, all right, I'll do even less this time. I take the mustard, I put a tiny glob on like that big, and as soon as the mustard hits the bread, I hear her yell, no, that's way too much. What are you doing? And it terrified me. I'm not sure if she called me stupid. I feel like she did, but at the same time, I could just be imagining that to make this story more dramatic than it actually is. But yeah, this lady is yelling at me, and she's like, no, what are you doing? That's way too much mustard. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Here, let me scrape it off. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I can't. So I'm scraping it off again, and like literally, there's no mustard on here. And then like I'm still sitting there apologizing. I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's ruined anyway. Just put it away. And so I put it away, and I'm just so upset. Like, this lady is yelling at me. 'Cause of mustard. What? I'm sorry, lady, if you want less mustard than the head of a pin on your sandwich, maybe you should do it yourself and not have Subway employees do it, okay? Because, you know, we're just Subway employees. But, still a person. Remember that, yes. I don't like that lady. And sad follow-up, one time I went to Texas Roadhouse and I saw her there and I wanted to just punch her and yell at her because she made me so sad. But I didn't, because I'm the bigger person. Okay guys, that is everything I have for you for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and you can comment down below your favorite part, or like your experiences with bad customers, or just say like, I feel you, Chrish, because then that would be reassurance that I'm not insane. But yeah, thank you for watching. You can click here to subscribe, or click here to see my last video where I complain about just my pet peeves in general. And yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on Monday. Bye!